You know, Danny boy, I used to like you, man. Used to be one of the guys. You know what I mean? Usually used to represent the Minnesota Vikings well. When there was a ton of people on the mainstream media, you would always have our back and let other people know, like, hey, don't sleep on the Minnesota Vikings. They're a dangerous team. They're a threat to the NFC. They're real contenders. You know, you were screaming that in 2022. Even going into 2023, you were screaming that. 2024 at the beginning, you were screaming the same thing. Don't sleep on Sam Darnold and the Minnesota Vikings with Kevin O'Connell. They're going to be dangerous. They're going to be a good football team. Now, that turns out that is true because we are a good football team. But, you know, you were saying something the other day, man. And I gotta call you out, my guy. You know, we can't allow you to keep on doing this because this ain't a good look for you. All right, Danny boy? So let's get to it, man. You know, they asked him, he was on his little set, and they asked him, who is the biggest threat to the Detroit Lions? Now, the whole set was sitting there spewing out they little opinions on this whole situation here. But Dan, come on, man. This is what he said. He said the Eagles are a threat. Now, mind you, if you don't know Dan, he is an Eagles fan at heart, okay? So he's going to always represent his Eagles. If the Eagles were, 1-9 right now, he would be saying that the Eagles are the biggest threat in the NFC. That's just how he operates. I get it. There's a little bit of bias there. We'll give you a pass on that, bro. We're going to give you a pass on that. He said, but I don't think they're by themselves. I think Philadelphia matches up well because of the way their talent is on the perimeter and their athletic offensive line. He said, but I also think two other teams that are capable of doing it that I feel confident in. This is one, Green Bay. So he thinks the Green Bay Packers. And this is what like really shocks me is that you're putting Green Bay over Minnesota, but it's all right. And he said two, the Los Angeles Rams. Okay. Now, this is the reason why I just, tend to not watch these people talk because I think I get it. They have so much on their plate. They forget about this game, forget about that game. I mean, they talk about every single game. I can't sit back being a Vikings content creator that focuses strictly on the Vikings for the most part, unless there's some other type crazy big news coming out that we might touch on over here. But I can get it, man. There's a lot on your plate. I get it. But we are here to remind you, my brother. That's what it's for. We're going to remind you what it really is. You know the media hates on the Minnesota Vikings regardless. But he said the closely contested 6-point loss that Los Angeles had against the Lions in overtime back in week 1. He claimed that they're the one team that has gone toe-to-toe with Detroit this season and played them very well. Let's say that one more time. He claims that they're the one team. The one team. Now, Danny boy, do I have to remind you? The Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions, when we played, the score was 29-31. If you go back and you look at all of the stats, the team stats, total yardage, first downs, third down efficiency, all of that, we were neck to neck. That game was such a coin flip. You can't get any more toe to toe than what that game was. And we were screaming that as Vikings fans after taking that L. We felt like that loss didn't hurt as bad due to the fact of how we competed in that football game. We were the only team. Now, this is true facts. Now, the Rams took them to overtime. That's cool. But this was an actual coin flip all around the board, statistic-wise, end score-wise. I mean, we lost by 2 points. You feel me? So let's just keep it honest, Dan. You got to do your homework, broski. We can't be allowing you to get away with this nonsense, just going on there spewing, and you're not by yourself. You got a lot of people that go on these big networks and they just be spewing. But we going to stop giving you passes here in a minute, man. You got one more time with your boy and we're going to have to expose something, man. You know what I mean? So, let's just put some respect on the Minnesota Vikings. I think the Vikings are the number one threat. And if you ask Detroit, they'll probably tell you the same thing. Because we don't play around, man. The Minnesota Vikings are here to stay. Y'all just need to accept the fact that the Vikings are playing good football. And yes, we might have lost 2 back-to-back with the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Rams. But I'm going to tell you right now, the Lions game, that game right there was probably one of the games of the year so far, the way that went back and forth. And we came out on the short end of the stick. But I'm going to tell you, the Lions felt that, bruh. They felt that. They've been out here blowing teams out left and right. But when they ran into us, we showed them what a real football game's going to look like. I'm going to tell you, when it comes to like Green Bay, stop mentioning Green Bay. All right, stop mentioning Green Bay. Green Bay is not a threat to the Lions. Green Bay is barely winning by the skin of their teeth against bad football teams, all right? So let's not talk about Green Bay. The Rams, hey, look, when Matthew Stafford gets on, he's on. That's cool. I get that. He got Cooper Kupp and Nakua back. That's cool. But I think if we run into the Rams again, we will beat them, all right? We can beat the Rams too. Like, quit playing with us. Quit playing with us, man. But Dan, you got to chill, bro. I had to get on your helmet, dog. We had to get on your helmet. Hey, y'all make sure y'all tap in with Green Gridiron, man. Green Gridiron, all your mini helmet, game helmets, actual like custom helmets. You can customize the mini helmets. You can do anything you want, man. The opportunities are endless, man. The customization that they offer on the website. Make sure you go tap in, man. Christmas is right around the corner. So, hey, they got college, NFL, and like I mentioned, custom helmets. Use the link down in the description. Make sure you put in promo code VOCALVIKE for money off of your next purchase on there, man. I need y'all support on this. Y'all go and support. Grab a gift for a friend. Grab a gift for yourself, for your man cave, whatever it may be, or your woman cave, whatever it may be. And let me know, man. Tell them RAP sent you. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Holla at your boy.
Yeah, smooth summer, who running? I hear them talking, but they ain't gon' do nothing. Celebration, I might have a toast with you. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling great, I'm terrific. We ain't taking no losses, we